Hello to you, brothers and sisters of this group. Hello to you guys. Welcome down the rabbit hole, okay? And as you should know, I joined this group seeking love and assistance and help and companionship. But I want to talk about a topic today. If you don't know me, you can look for me. My name is XMandell Evansx. And of course, I do my own videos and Facebook and educational classes. And of course, free of charge, of course. And I do things for a noble deed, indeed. I'm a little bit about myself. I have schizophrenia. Okay, I'm a schizoaffective, as a matter of fact. A schizoaffective is someone who has schizophrenia combined with bipolarism. Okay, and so I've achieved my voices when I was like 7 years old. So you may consider me an indigo child because of these voices. Okay, but this video is about how to control them, and the best way to control them so far is to go the holistic way. Holistic way means to go for the herbs, medicinals, vitamins, okay, and things that you may need, certain chemicals that's missing in the brain, okay. You have to help yourself with that. There's two ways of helping that through the medical situation. It's through your doctor, your psychologist, okay, or psychiatrist, or it could be something you researched. And I found out both of those things can actually help you with the voices. That's the first step to understanding how to stop the voices, okay? But when I was younger, let me go back to how I obtained the voice, okay? When I was younger, I was being abused, okay? And when I was being abused, maybe it triggered it or something, but I was really into questioning everything when I was 7 years old. So I know most of you haven't really been like an indigo child when you was young to always ask questions like, why do you believe in God? Why do none of my questions were being answered by none of my parents. So instead, they will abuse me. And so one day I wanted to take a machete. This is a long story, okay? I'm just going to keep it short. And I wanted to chop my stepdad's head off because he abused me in his own righteous mind. I know he was probably mentally ill himself. But a voice told me in the dark before I chopped his jugular as he was snoring really loud, don't do it. Don't chop his neck. Don't do that. And I said, who the hell are you? This is just before I was about to come down with the machete over his neck. And he said, yo, you have dreams of us. Remember us. Remember us. Remember us. And then I was like, yes, I remember the dreams. Premonitions and dreams come with the indigo child, starseed child. I also have a bit of Asperger's too, okay? And so as I listened to this voice, it said that all those who suffer you shall see them suffer. Even those who have not seen you. And so when I heard this voice, it was loud, clear as day, like my angel. It protected me from hurting my stepdad. But this whole video is about how to stop the voices. So if anyone is listening, you should pay attention. I'm only going to be talking for like 5 to 10 minutes about it. And if you got something to say, you should say something, okay? I didn't invite nobody to this video, but I'm just trying to tell you how I control my voices so you can this is advice for you guys. Okay? I learned how to get angry by using my dark psychosis, my dark psychology, my dark energies to flip the role on the voices telling me to go kill people and shit, telling me to do this, telling me to do that, telling me to do that. I'm like, calling me an idiot. Keep calling me fucking names. And I'm going to go to sleep, and I'm coming to the other side, and I'm going to find out who you fucking are. I'm going to find out who these voices are. And I threaten my own voices. That's another way of how to attack your voices. First is the holistic way, by getting certain herbs or medications. These are 2 poisons, okay? Which, of course, we all are going to die. No matter what you eat, you're going to die. Okay, so it's only keeping you alive for a temporary time being. So you can either take the medication for a temporary release, relaxation, or you can take the herb that's more natural. It helps you to live longer. So it's up to you to take either or. There's a positive medicine and then there's a negative medicine. I got both of those medicines. So you have to be with a yin and yang sign is that. You got to be in the balance. The first step. The second step is to talk back. You need to talk back to them voices, you guys. You need to literally say, yo, I'm alone. I ain't got nowhere. That's the second step. If you can't talk back to them, like, what you gonna do about it if I don't listen to you? Okay? What you gonna do about it? If you can't handle that, you need to kill yourself, okay? I'm telling you right now, because that's the only way out. Medications, it's only gonna make you temporary, so you're gonna keep going to do this every fucking day. I was thinking about killing myself, and then I realized it's entertainment. Life is a fucking game, man. It's a fucking game. So this is what I do. The third step, I already told you. The first step is holistic and medical herbs, whatever, even the doctor's herbs, whatever. Second is basically talking back to them, threatening them. Like, I'm coming after you when I find you, okay? Maybe you did something in your past life to deserve this. I don't know, okay? But that's the second step, talking back to them. Third step, keeping yourself distracted. Like, most of you guys, when you complain, you don't do nothing in your life. You know what I do in my life, my time, to keep myself distracted from them? You can wear headsets that can muffle out the sound. You can actually teach people. You can educate people. You can do therapeutic sessions. You can game, because gaming is a big deal for me, okay? Playing basketball is a big deal for me. Keeping active, keeping cardio as you're focusing in on whatever sounds that you're hearing. They can't last forever, and I'm pretty sure they don't always sound. The sound is not always there. But when they come in the middle of the night, when they come in the broad daylight and you get empathetic, okay, sometimes there's an empathetic panic attack, like emotion that comes over me. And then you have to override that feeling from quitting your job. You could be normal in one moment, and then in the next moment, you would get so emotional that when you have to give up. And I've done that a few times. I wanted to give up so bad. But I'm telling you right now, if you can't handle it, the easiest way out is suicide. And most guys will proceed to do this very professionally. There's many different tactics to do that. But you're kind of cheating now. Okay, you're cheating. The voices talk to me, and they under my control. These fucking voices are under my... I hear three voices. Three voices talk to me. I have a Socrates one. Then I have a Jesus one. Then I have the dark one. The dark one is basically the one who's most creative. It tells me how I can find criminals, okay, and take their eyeballs out and drink their eyeball fluids and get power from these things. I don't want to do that. I say to I argue with myself all the time in the fucking mirror. I say, hey, if I kill a criminal, how do I know if they're possessed or not? What if I hurt a person who's really not a criminal, but it's actually a spiritual person entering their body, and then I killed that person? I don't want that energy on me. But the thing is that the dark one says, hey, how many times have I told you to do this and it worked? I said, yeah, okay. No, all three of them are good. The dark one says some heinous shit, but he has helped me through times and dark means. When I was younger, when I was being abused from my stepdad, after the voice told me not to chop my stepdad's head off, you know what I did? It told me to dwell in the dark side. The demonology helps you out a great deal. You got to study something with magic, because y'all people are magical. If you're schizo, you're magical. You have power when you're suffering. When you're suffering, you got power like a motherfucker. Do you understand that? And the dark one is correct. The dark one is correct. Now, the Jesus one tells me that everyone is Jesus if you just forget about your past. Because this world is a prison planet. We should know this. Anyone who's a religious is folly, not very critical thinkers. Anyone y'all religious people out there are religious, you got to start using your research. Use your noodle. Use your noodle right here. All religion comes from paganism. It doesn't matter if it's Far East, Hinduism, Judaism, those are the oldest. Christianity came later, and then Hinduism, and then the Muslim faith came. Okay, we already know this, if you did your research. We already know that the Constantines and the Roman Hellenization, we should know this because we did the research, correct? So, I hear three voices, and they have guided me in my life. They have guided me to go to Ethiopia. They have guided me to have my car. They have guided me to have my own place. Yes, it has. They have. And then I doubt myself. Like, I don't think I can do such a thing. But you know what the voice tells me? The voice tells me each time, you can do it. I know we are distracting and annoying as fuck. But I told my voices that if you want to push me, I will go there. And then I will come back as something stronger. You have to think like that, y'all peoples, who truly have schizophrenia. Because basically, when I read the comments and stuff like that, people complaining about that, it's usually something that's even not schizophrenic. Schizophrenic is a voice that's constantly bothering you. It's your inner inquisition manners, okay, in which you can't comprehend because it's an insanity project. Meaning that you have so much logic, right, that you can't be depressed. You can't do that. So when I hear people saying, oh, they're depressed and they have schizophrenia, basically they have a chemical imbalancement. They're just basically depressed. They don't have schizophrenia. They just don't. They're just listening to their inner subconscious. They don't hear an external voice like I do, okay? And then I'm like asking them when they come into my inbox, and I'm like, yo, okay, you did drugs all your life. Your voice never told you not to do drugs. Maybe you did the drugs and opened up the dark side, and you got even more depressed. So you was already fucked up when you was younger, right? And then you took drugs to open up the dark side, because certain drugs can actually break open that dark psychology, because they're trying to make you a better person. When you listen to dark voices and they're talking to you, you got to talk back. You got to be stronger than they are. But then that's why I realized that some people on here are just basically fakers. They don't know how to use their logic. They're just NPC players. They're non-playable characters. You cannot negotiate or talk to these individuals. There's individuals in this group that be on drugs for like 10, 15 years and shit. I'm like, you gonna blame your parents for that, or you gonna blame yourself? Which one is it gonna be? All fault lies on yourself. All fault. Don't blame society. Don't blame your mother. Don't blame your father. Because I realized one thing. When I was younger, I was going to kill my stepdad. And I could have easily blamed myself. Because who forced me? I was not being possessed when I was about to do that type of shit. I was not being possessed. And I doubt that anybody in this group is being possessed. Because if you're possessed, that's a fucked up thing. And I do believe that there are individuals who may have schizophrenia and are possessed. And that's fucked up, because I got possessed at least about 2-3 times. But I will never let that happen again. Because you have to keep yourself isolated. You have to. And if you're socializing out there saying you can do it, and you may snap one day. I'm just saying possession is fucking real, man. You don't want to get fucking possessed. So I made myself very clear. The first thing you can do to stop these fucking voices is basically to listen to them. Okay, you listen to them. You take your medication. That's the first thing. You can go the medical way, or you can go the holistic way. There's 2 different ways of that. And then the second thing is to talk back to them, because usually if you don't have a conscience of yourself, what the fuck is you here for? You don't talk back to the dark voices? Are you out of your mind? They're going to fuck with you until you snap. They're going to fuck with you until you break, and you're going to break the wrong way. The voices stopped me from putting that machete down on my stepdad's head. That's a positive thing. There's dark ones that will tell you, go ahead. But you know what's going to happen if you do that. You know that. You know what's going to happen if you put a machete down on somebody's head. They're going to bleed to fucking death, right? And you're going to jail. But when I was younger, 7 years old, I didn't know nothing about no goddamn jail. The voices told me you'll be in the darker place. So maybe because of my age, it told me the reason, the logic behind it. I knew about jail probably a little bit when I was 7 years old, but it said you'll be in a darker place. Making poor decisions puts you in a darker place. Do you think that the place I'm staying at now, doing this isolation here, okay, this is like my dominion here. I have OCD with dirty things, okay? I have OCD with dirty things. Do you think this is prison? No, I can go outside right now. But my whole purpose here is that if you want to go to the dark side, choose the wrong choice and see what happens. So the dark voice is only telling you those dark things because you don't have any logic for yourself. It's that simple. You don't have any logic. And I'm like, if it's telling you to do this and you know you back goddamn well you ain't supposed to do it, you should not do it. Because it's going on your animalistic urges. It's going on your animalistic urges. And if you're going on your animalistic urges just to do something, and you're not being possessed, that's the key element here. You're fucking yourself. So I've explained 3 ways to get rid of all your fucking voices. Okay, you can lay down and listen all you want, but they're not hurting you. They're not hurting you physically. They're just mentally, psychologically, psychotically fucking with you. It can make you go insane, but insanity could be a good thing. It can be a good thing. It could be something very constructive if you are logical. You can't be too emotional with that voice. You can't be too... The voice don't give a fuck about you. You got to think like that. The voice that told me how to get to Ethiopia. The voice that told me how to get my car and how to get my own place. What the fuck? How the fuck I get those things? I doubted myself. I even doubted what the fucking voices was telling me. But I got them. I got those things. I lived in the street for 2 years. Voices tell me, hey, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. You are one of the chosen. And there are countless people who are born by, artificial insemination. People who naturally have children through immaculate conceptions. But most people don't like research. They don't like research, babies. Lots of you idiots don't like research. When I tell you religion is folly and I tell you the definition behind religion, you don't hear me. Religion means to bind. Religion means to bind. When you're living in fear and you hear a fucking voice and you don't do any research, kill yourself. You don't like to do no research. Remember this. You don't like to do any research. You don't even like health. Okay? You don't even have any morals. Okay? You just go along with the fucking flow. But you have schizophrenia. Your fucking voice should have told you all along, all the time, like religion is folly, it's fuckery, it's foolery. You're believing in a fucking God when we all are already gods. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. This is how I know that a lot of y'all motherfuckers are not schizo. You just have a problem with following orders. You have a problem with following orders. That's all it is. You're depressed. I have schizo. I truly have it and shit. And then some of y'all y'all don't get your checks for it. Okay, you get paid for having special abilities, babies. You get paid for having special abilities. You just gotta know how to talk to them and shit. It's not about manipulation. It's about telling the goddamn truth. And that's all I really wanted to say, y'all brothers and sisters. I'm just gonna go clean my car right now because y'all don't know, y'all don't understand. If you scared and schizophrenia, you have power. Okay, you have I just talked to this motherfucker who told me he had schizophrenia. I said that, did the voice ever tell you da 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 da? And you're gonna say, oh no, he never heard it. Because he's a liar. He's a fucking liar. A pathetic, sore loser and shit. You were using drugs. So you was in your subconscious lower dimension. And you bitching and shit. But you don't listen to no voices. If a voice told you to jump off a fucking bridge, jump off that motherfucking bridge, jump off that motherfucking bridge, you gonna listen? Or you gonna try to negotiate? You can tell that fucking voice, shut the fuck up. Or you can listen to it. Okay, let's talk. Talk to the fucking voice. Don't tell me, oh, I never heard. No, you're lying. Don't tell me no fucking voice has not told you the fucking answer to the universe. Don't tell me that a voice didn't tell you the answers to everything you needed to know. Don't tell me that because you don't have it. If you hear noise in your head, constantly, all of the time, for some reason, you should be a better person. You should just be I don't want to hear it. Depression, you don't have no time for depression when you're hearing the sound. You don't have time for that. You can A, go to sleep. B, holistic. C, play video games. 4, have a conversation with yourself. Or do therapeutic things. I do therapeutic things. I'm on fucking YouTube. I'm on fucking Facebook. Okay? But I'm telling you the answer how to handle it, but you don't listen. Get out of that fucking religion. That's a spell. Fucking religion is a fucking spell. Believing in external gods you never saw before. But you don't know how to use your fucking power. But anyway, I'm going to get the hell out of here. Okay, I've been talking for fucking 19 minutes now. Is anybody out there who disagree with me? Put it down below. And I'll tell you why you're a liar. Okay? Because the goddamn voices give you all the answers. It give you the answers. And that's the most exciting thing about being schizo. I don't never want my voices to go away at all. Though they can be kind of annoying sometimes. Because I can't concentrate sometimes. But that's about it. Okay, there's different types of voices. But I'm going to tell you right now, you can control that shit. We're living in fucking purgatory right now. We're living in a fucking prison planet. You don't believe that you live in a prison planet? Or do you believe you came here to this world? I believe we came here to this world. No one knows the fucking facts to everything. Y'all better start taking the Socratic approach. Asking questions. Start using logic with these voices. Because if you tell me that no voice told you some shit, you're a liar. Okay? You're a motherfucking liar, man. And a lot of y'all motherfuckers in this fucking group is liars. So I'm going to go and share this to other groups as well. Peace and love to you, brothers, sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. Oh yeah. Also, I started a dating group for schizos. I try to look for a schizophrenic female, but that's hard to fucking find. Because them bitches are lying, okay? I said, bitch, I know you're lying, and you're dying, okay? So I try to stay away from liars, man. Yo, there's a lot of liars in the world. Oh, I'm a schizophrenic. I'm a fucking schizophrenic. So you don't know how to talk? What's your problem? All them years? How many years you hear? How many years? How many years you say you're schizo? And you ain't heard no truth? None of that. No truth? And I told you religion is a lie. And you still believe in it? You are a fucking liar. You are a fucking liar. Those voices tell the fucking truth, man. Those voices use dark psychology. That's what the fuck they are, man. They tell you, go ahead and put yourself in more pain. Go ahead and do that shit. Go ahead and kill yourself. You're an idiot. You're a fucking jackass. No one will listen to you. Listen, if they tell you that shit, you know they lying. I said, yo, man, I can see through you because you're a liar, man. You trying to be the devil, but you're really my friend. And I'm, oh, for fucking real, you son of a bitch, I ain't your goddamn friend. Right? That's what the voice says. I guarantee you're going to be my friend because I'm like Solomon, motherfucker. I control demons. Solomon is the only wisest motherfucker in existence. Read about that shit. King Solomon the Great. The fucking 72 lesser keys of sucking Solomon. I read them motherfuckers. Start getting into some magic. You can control the demons, y'all peoples. And those individuals who can, like, you're fucking schizo, man. You're fucking special, man. You're fucking beautiful. But there's liars out there. There's wannabes. As usual. There's people who think they're fucking black. Okay? Oh my fucking God. Okay? You're not black. Okay? They look white. They're light skinned. Okay? They're crossbreeds. No one's fucking truly black or white anymore. That's the real facts. No one's I have Irish in my blood. No, I don't have Irish. I have German in my blood, Indian in my blood, and mostly African. Okay? And a little bit Italian. Because my first name is fucking Mario, right? So we have to understand that no one's one pure blood. No one's perfect about anything. It's just that those individuals out there are liars. I can't stand fucking liars. And then when I talked to my psychiatrist, I said, how can you decipher if someone has schizophrenia? They have not had any kind of discoveries yet. But when I see people and I talk to people and I'm like, yo, give me the secrets of the universe. I asked the fucking psychiatrist, I said, do you believe that? Because I know them motherfuckers are crackers. Most of them are crackers. I said, well, you say mathematics is the universal language of the law, but the boys tell me that's not correct. So, if they told me that's not correct, how can I prove it? 1 plus 1 does not always equal to 2. It can equal a plus. Okay, you see the 1 and the 1. It can equal a fucking 11. Okay. You see, the universe acts not just by mathematics. It can work telepathically. And you can't possibly fathom other dimensions, times, and spaces. You can't. Because they already proven that. Scientists have already proven that we probably living in the Matrix. Science has already proven that when we are see with our human eyes, we can't see everything in between. And if we know we can't see everything in between, common sense would say, oh, mathematics is not the universal language of the law. Duh. But you know how people are NPC players. There are. And there's people who are just lie their ass off until they turn fucking blue and black and green. But let me tell you something here. If y'all guys are lying about being a schizophrenic, okay, you just seeking attention, just say it. Just go to another group. Please, Jesus fucking Christ. If you say you had schizophrenia when you was 14 or some shit like that, and I ask you a few questions, and I find that you're a liar, I just block you, okay? That's why I try not to get involved with people too much. Because I'm like the fucking mentalist. Like that TV show. I'm like, okay, if you can't read somebody on the outside, just start talking to them, right? They start, don't say I'm delusional. That's a gift to me, man. It could be a curse and a fucking a gift at the same time. If you want to call it more of a curse, then I believe you have not evolved enough to call it a gift. You haven't evolved. It's that simple. Those voices are supposed to be helping your ass, so you can tune in on what they're trying to say to you to build yourself up. They're using dark psychology, fuckers. Okay? The voice is only used, they're screaming at you because you are being a blockhead. So anybody got anything, questions or comments or even insults to say it. If you're a drug user, please don't respond to me. Don't respond to me if you're using drugs and ayahuasca. You're in the realm of escapism. I don't have time for people who want to use weed and marijuana. Do you use drugs? I said that to everybody. I even asked women when I approached them, and I'm a fine brother. Okay, I walk up to them and I say, "You a virgin?" And then I clarify everything. Everything's clear, from the jump, because I'm alpha. But other than that, there's a lot of liars out here. I'm about to get the hell out of here now. The sun is out, and I'm gonna go play basketball for like 2 hours with my hook shot. I got that fucking dangerous ass fucking hook shot, and that's how you get rid of the fucking voices. First, your medication. Medication's the worst though, so you gotta be careful with the medication. You gotta balance that shit out. And then this motherfucker right here is the holistic. Herbs, medicinals, okay, and your vitamins, the chemicals that you need in your body. You could take spirulina. You could take chlorella. That's all you really need. Okay, you could get some turmeric. Okay, you could get some. You just do some research on your fucking health, and you'll feel better. You sitting on your ass eating crackers and shit. You don't have schizo. You don't have fucking schizo, man. You lying. You fat fuck. You're a fucking fatty patty. You deserve to die, you fucking raisin. Okay? You pruned up and shit, right? Yeah. You just sitting there listening to the voices. I'm gonna commit suicide. You lazy motherfuckers. Oh my fucking God. I'm getting out of here before I break this fucking phone. Okay? And these fucking phones these days are motherfucking beautiful, man. They still need to fix these goddamn phones so the 5G... As much sacrifice that's done to kill off as many masses of fucking parasites of the world, I hope this 5G is worth it. And I hope this COVID is worth it too. When they created that shit in Beijing, China, I don't give a fuck where it came from. Okay? That's a blessing to this earth. This earth is being poisoned by parasitical fucking humans who eat too much. You eat too much, and you schizo. Peace.